we made my cousin and her husband the godparents, but how do we make that legally binding? I'm Portia Wood, your favorite generational wealth planning attorney. And this is a really good question. In fact, we get this question all the time. I named people to be godparents. Aren't they supposed to be the legally authorized guardians for my kids? No. What people often fail to realize is that godparents, while an important part of our children's spiritual journey, are just that. They're being named for the spiritual guidance of our children, not the legal ones. And while yes, it can feel very confusing to have all of these different roles, it's important to make sure that we have legally authorized guardians for our minor kids. Now, what makes a legally authorized guardian? Two things. Number one, a signed and notarized directive from the parents or legal guardians themselves. Meaning, you have found the temporary or emergency guardianship form we referenced previously in other videos, and you have filled it out, signed it, notarized it, and given a copy to the people that you've named. And two, the only other way to be a legally authorized guardian, if you haven't done number one, is a court order. Now realize I did not say parents, family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, godparents. Those are not considered to be legally authorized guardians unless they have one of two things: a signed, notarized directive from the parents or legal guardians, giving them authority in the event something happens, or a court order. So if you want to make it legally binding that they be the temporary or emergency guardians for your child, then you're going to need to get temporary or emergency guardianship forms. Generally, those can be found on your state website if you search for them. We also give them out in our estate planning with minor children's webinar. Obviously, it's tailored specifically to California or Maryland, but you can get a new notary page, and it generally consists of all the information that would be necessary, period. If you want it to be legally binding, for them to be the permanent guardians for your children, then that would go inside of your will. And if you want them to be in both roles, you'll need to do both things: temporary emergency guardianship forms and your will. I'm Portia Wood, your favorite generational wealth planning attorney. If you found this helpful, like, follow, and share this content for more.